guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Chandra, aka Nurse Channie. Yes, I am a little bit under the weather, so I sound all nasally and such. So I think it's just allergies mixed with being in different locations and climates and things of that nature. So I'm gonna try to get through this. Hopefully the sound is not too bad. So I haven't done a nursing video in a couple weeks. Just an update. I will be uploading to my channel every week. I am tentatively going to say Sunday is going to be the day that I upload. So if you're looking for new videos, look for them on Sunday. So as you can see, I'm home for the weekend. Anyway, let's get into it. So today I'm going to talk about 6 things that have kept me grounded on my travel assignment. So if you want to hear what those 6 things are, stay tuned. Scribbled on this paper, and we'll just go ahead and get right into it before my nose runs away, okay? So if you've been following my channel for long enough, you know that this is my first assignment away from home, but my second travel assignment. The first one I did a 18-week contract at home, and now I am in Massachusetts on my second travel assignment, okay? Things have been going remarkably well. However, being away from home can cause a little bit of anxiety. It does cause you to become homesick when you're out of your familiar environment. So these are a couple things that have worked for me while I have been away from home, and these things have kept me afloat thus far. So this lifestyle may not be for everyone. If you're someone who really does not thrive outside of your home, your space that you're very familiar with, if you don't thrive being away from your family, your friends, your comfort zone, travel nursing may not be for you. But you may not know that unless you try it. Or you may be one of those people who are like, absolutely not, that would never work for me. I've met some nurses who said, I don't know how you do it. I could never do that. And that's the beauty of nursing, is that there are so many options. And life in general, we all got options, right? So I want to talk about a few things that have helped me during my journey, okay? All right, so the first thing that has helped me is being adaptable, having a positive mindset, and being able to immerse myself into a new culture on the unit where I am. To be a travel nurse, you really do have to be adaptable. So there's a lot of change when you are going on to a new nursing unit. Even as someone who goes onto a nursing unit where you may be changing jobs or changing specialty, there's always a level of anxiety when it comes to being acclimated to your new role. So just imagine going into an environment where you get 2 to 3 days of orientation onto a unit, and they're like, okay, there you go, that's it. So that can be very intimidating. So you have to be adaptable, and you have to have an open mind that things are not going to be perfect. You got to ask questions. You can't be scared to ask questions. So oftentimes we don't want to ask questions because you don't want anyone to feel like, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing, or, you know, you're bothering us by asking questions. No, I ask questions all the time. I ask for help all the time. Now, like I said, I've been at this current assignment for about 8 weeks, so I'm pretty comfortable for the most part, but there are still things that I don't know. There are staff on the unit that I'm on who have been there for years, and they really, really know the hospital. They know the providers they work with. They know their coworkers, their team very well. So I don't have that level of comfortability that the staff has. However, I have to be able to function in my job and work well with the team. So if I need to ask questions, I definitely ask questions. If I need help with something, I'm definitely going to ask for help, because I don't ever want to put my patient in jeopardy or have a safety issue because I was scared to ask a question. So you have to be adaptable. You have to be a team player. As a travel nurse, you are there to fill in some type of hole or need that the unit has. So you can't go into the situation like a princess, like, oh no, I don't do this, I don't do that, this is what I want, I need my schedule this way. Luckily, the scheduler where I am has been great about helping to align my schedule with my needs in my life, but that's not always to be expected. Like when I first came into this assignment, I gave specific dates that I needed to be off, and that was that. But since being there and building relationships with people, you know, when you have needs or schedule requests, you may be able to ask someone else, hey, are you able to help me out with a schedule need? Or you may be able to go to your manager or your scheduler and say, hey, I really need this day off. It really just depends on the needs of your unit. But you would be doing yourself a disservice if you go into it with expectations. So you got to be adaptable, you got to be a team player, and you got to remember why you're there. Which brings me to number 2, which is you have to remember your why. Why are you embarking upon this opportunity? Everybody's why is going to be different. You may be there because you want to experience this particular hospital, this particular area, this region of the country. Maybe you're thinking of relocating. Whatever your why is, you have to stay focused on what your why is. That will help you to continue to navigate this in a positive way, and it will help you to stay focused on what your goal is. Maybe you have financial goals. Whatever your why is, you want to make sure that you stay in tune with your why, okay? Number 3, meeting other travel nurses or connecting with other travel nurses. So one of my good friends was a travel nurse for 1 or 2 years, and she kept saying, you can do this. And I was like, girl, I don't know about it. And she kept saying, you can do it. So I'm doing it, okay? But I really go to her a lot of times if I have questions, because she's been doing this longer than I have. And then while I've been on this assignment and my last assignment, I've met other travel nurses who understand the trials and tribulations or the things that we face as travel nurses. It's like we speak the same language. Not that it's like a secret society. So you're going to meet people who have been travel nursing for years. You may meet people who are new like myself. So it's always good to kind of bounce things off of another person who has experienced something that you are you have questions about, or something you're interested in, just to get their perspective or their advice on it. So connecting with other travel nurses really helps. So having things like travel resource books, apps, being connected with travel nursing groups. There's tons of them on Facebook. I belong to a couple. It just helps you to fill in the gaps a little bit. And get, again, other people's perspective on travel nursing. Because sometimes you feel like, are these feelings that I'm having valid? Am I feeling like, for instance, I started having this overwhelming feeling of, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Should I be doing this? Because there were so many things going on at one time, and there were so many financial obligations that I had to meet at one time. I was feeling overwhelmed before this assignment. So I started reading this book called The Bedside Boss, written by Misha Wolford. And the things that she talked about in this book related to her travel nurse journey made me kind of settle down a little bit. And I even reached out to her via Instagram, like, girl, your book really helped me. Everything that I was feeling, you talked about in your book. So it really kind of, made me chill out just a little bit. So travel nurse resources, travel nurse buddies, travel nurse friends are a good thing to have when you're on an assignment. So the next thing is operating on a high frequency. So there's so much negativity in the world, all around us, lots of negativity from the time you wake up. If you wake up looking at the news, which I no longer do. I used to wake up, I gotta see what's on the news. Now I rarely watch the news because there's so much negativity, right? So operating on a higher frequency will naturally decrease anxiety if you have anxiety about anything, not just related to travel nursing. So what do I mean by operating on a higher frequency? Eating high frequency food. If you Google that, you will see what those foods are. So eating lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, less animal products, less sugar, less carbs. The things that you put into your body really do affect your emotions and how you feel. I know y'all are probably like, girl, don't tell me I gotta stop eating my favorite cookies and donuts and all that. I'm not telling you to stop eating your favorite foods, but what I am saying is, so there's really a science behind it. I notice for myself, when I'm eating things that are more alive, plant-based foods, I feel a difference in my energy levels. I feel a difference in how my body performs. I feel a difference in how my reaction time is, how alert I am. It really does help. So I try to make sure that I'm eating plenty of fruits and vegetables throughout the week. I have been focusing on cooking a lot of food at home versus eating out a lot, because when you make your own food, you know everything that goes into it, you know the ingredients you put in it, and you know how healthy or not it is for you. So when you cook your food at home, you know what you're putting into it. You have, you know, ownership over that. Going to the gym has helped me tremendously. So I personally love working out. I know most people look at it as a chore, but I love it because I get the endorphin surge after I work out. So that really has, you know, kept my energy level up. It's helped me to sleep better, and I overall feel good when I work out. So operating on that higher frequency, again, positive mindset, eating foods that are healthy and exercising frequently, those things have been really helpful for me. Number 5, visits from your family and friends. My mom came to visit me last week. You guys saw my Labor Day weekend vlog. That really can lift your spirits. If you're feeling homesick, you are missing the people closest to you, ask them to come visit you. Maybe treat them to a train or a plane ticket if it's not too expensive, or if the plane ride is not going to be far. You know, see if you can work that out for yourself. So if you can't afford the trip, because I know sometimes it can be expensive, but use your resources. Again, technology is so broad now. FaceTime is great. I FaceTime my daughter since I've been here. So if you don't have an iPhone, Google Duo is another one. WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger. You can use an abundance of resources to connect with your friends and family back at home. I'm going to throw in another one. So connecting with the people that you work with in the hospital, on the unit where you are, it can make all the difference. So of course you're not going to be best friends with everyone that you meet at work. However, meeting people that you have a common interest with, people that you can talk to, maybe you guys can hang out after work, go have a meal, happy hour, outdoor activities, whatever. Those things will help you while you're on assignment. You know, I used to be in this space of no new friends, but you know, I've learned that meeting new people, talking with new people, connecting with other women, it's amazing. It's amazing to get to know other people. Sometimes we spend so much time like in this closed off box. No, I don't want to talk to anyone who's different, anyone who's not like me. I don't want to, you know, share things with people who I feel like I might not have in common with. Talk with people, get to know people. You never know. You may have things in common with them. Everybody is going through their own struggle in life. You may be able to help that next person get through an issue that they're experiencing in their life. Help mentor them with something. If you're in a position where you feel like you're a seasoned nurse and there are nurses on your unit who are not as seasoned as you are or new to specialty, maybe you can help them with something. You just never know. So just putting yourself out there in a position to meet other people and connect with other people, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and it can just enrich your experience. And the last thing is go home. Go home. If you can afford it, travel home. So I have been home. This is my third time coming home since I've been on my assignment. So when I initially started my assignment, I didn't know how many times I would come home. I knew that there were 2 occasions that I was going to have to come home for, and that's all I knew at the time that I booked my assignment. But I've had some time off. Like if I have 5 or 6 day blocks off, I can come home. Why not? And I've done that. And it has just made the time go faster, and I don't feel like I miss my family as much. I've been able to come home a couple times during this assignment. So this will probably be my last visit home until the beginning of October, which is just a month away, and things have been moving pretty quickly. So a month is just around the corner. So I feel pretty good about the fact that I was able to come home this weekend. Now I will say visits home are really fast paced, especially if you have a lot to do. You want to see everybody when you come home. I have not been successful in doing that. Like my best friend, we were supposed to see each other the last 2 times I've been home. We still haven't seen each other. I'm sorry. But you try your best to, connect with your friends and family while you're home. Being home, but all in all, being able to visit home a couple times during this assignment has really worked out in my favor. So those are my tips. Those are the things that have helped me to make this a positive experience. So I'm kind of sad that this experience is almost at the end. When I left, I had no idea what it was going to be like. So I only have a month left on my original contract. And after that, I'm going to be off for 2 weeks. And then I'm going to go back for 6 weeks. And everybody keeps asking me, what's next after here? I have no idea. We shall see. And I'll definitely keep you posted, okay? So please like, please share, please subscribe. I'm really happy about the growth that this channel has seen in the last couple of months. I appreciate all of your feedback on my videos. And let's continue to just have these kinds of conversations, okay? All right, so I will see you guys on the next one. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss another video from the Know It All Nurse channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.